Testing 1, 2, 3. New video camera. God damn. Alright, here's my new apartment. I mean, no, not my new apartment. This is where I live. And I'm lucky to have a place because I don't know. It's probably the best place I've had so far. Because it's everybody needs privacy sometimes, you know. So what the fuck? I was kind of hoping to surf the internet and film that while I was able to kind of talk on the side, you know. And this might have a feature like that. I'm not sure. I wonder if I can hear the. Can I hear the radio on this? Well, I'm not gonna worry about it. But the radio is playing in the background, so if I start singing along, I guess that's why. Yeah, I want to look at stuff and talk about it that I was looking at on the computer, but not really sure how to configure that possibility or option yet. Just got the camera today. It's January 27th. It's 3:46 in the afternoon in Cathedral City, California. My name is Scott Charles Stucker. I used to make videos about 15 years ago, and I stopped for a while, and now I'm back and having a lot of fun. Hoping to make some good videos. I'm not expecting the best week of my life, but I think it'll be fun to have some videos that I make during this week while I try to lower my blood pressure, which is according to my doctor, it's out of control, and so she doubled my dose, and hopefully that won't have a lot of side effects. Although people are just chilling. What's up, everybody? How's it going? People outside hanging around. Some people are playing music around here. They have the bass going real loud. Sounds like it's kind of mellowed out now. This neighborhood is kind of for mentally disabled people. But anybody could live in here, but they'd have to pay the full price instead of the discount for Social Security or disability or something. We get 30% off of, this one would be $1,330, which is crazy because I only make $1,200 and something. Like barely that. Barely $1,200, and so California's got some expensive apartments. I'm pretty sure this is about the best deal I can get that I know of. We're out here in the desert cities near Palm Springs. There's a lot of fucking casinos and shit out here, party places for a lot of LGBTQ people in Palm Springs, and they like to party a lot. They got good music on the radio, so I listen to their station sometimes. They got too many commercials, but it's okay because they make up for it. On the weekend, they just have a jam for like 11 to 6 or something. Right across the street, there's a gay resort. If I walk out of my door, stand right outside of the door, I can see a rainbow flag in the distance. I don't know. I don't want to complain about my personal life. I was kind of just wanting to talk about other stuff that was going on. I think. Have I said that 10 times? 12? I don't know. So now I guess I'm just going to be boring and chill out with the radio and just try to think about things to talk about. You can talk about the music. I'm a Barbie girl. I'm Barbie world. Barbie. Who is Barbie in my life? I think I know, but I don't want to say her name. Well, the first person I thought of. As far as famous people, let's see, who's the Barbie? Britney Spears? Probably. She was kind of like a Barbie, huh? Who's gonna want to watch these videos? It's already 7 minutes. I haven't said nothing. I need to start this shit over. Oh, god damn it. So yeah, I'm gonna be really morbid and depressed. Possibly. Look at how fucking overweight I am. I'm gonna die. See, I thought I was gonna die today. Because last night I felt a little stinging in my heart in the middle of the night, and it wasn't that bad. It was just noticeable, like for a few seconds, and I was like, god damn it, what's this shit? And then today when I went to the doctor, I could feel like a weird kind of feeling in my center of my chest for a while, and I thought, oh man, what's this gonna turn into? I was like, just give me a few more days, God. I won't eat, So that's the plan. I got water here. And I'm just gonna fucking try to lose weight. And try to keep myself happy by listening to music and chilling out and partying kind of with myself. And hopefully I'll get better and feel better tomorrow and just get more energy and come back to the real world. The real world's really fucked up right now. I'm kind of glad I'm starting off kind of mellow because, to be honest with you, I'm not very mellow, and I don't want to be really emotional when I'm this heavy. I don't want to scare anybody, if I say the wrong words or something. I'm very traditional minded English type of person. It's kind of like I'm in the wrong place. I would be where they call New England or kind of New York sort of, and I'm just here in the California desert. Born in Las Vegas. My name's Scott Charles Stucker. Did I say that? So I got a lot of lights on in here. Maybe that's why it looks so good on the video screen. I'm just thinking of my old videos. They were really they weren't very bright, and it kind of looked like I was in the wrong place, or like I was a hostage or something. But I sold my stuff to Rocky's pawn shop. Thank God for the money I needed then. That $40 helped a lot. I think I sold my camera and some other stuff, some cords or something. So I've got jury duty. What the fuck? I'm gonna try to follow their rules. You know, I don't know what number to call in sick on the day of it, and I don't really want to do that because I'd probably have to call in sick every single day of the week. They say they give you $15 a day. I guess that's not enough to make me want to take the bus there and home every night. I don't know what they're thinking. You know, it should be obvious to them somehow that I am mentally disabled officially. I'm diagnosed paranoid schizophrenia. My true diagnosis is, at this time, 2025, I would say, is just anxiety sometimes in a world that doesn't really make much sense in a lot of ways. It's very confusing for mellow people who just go by their common sense and logic and try to follow the truth and what seems to be the right thing to do. And with all these crazy games everyone plays, it's like mind games and stuff. It's not easy to get out of like a jury duty summons no matter what. I guess probably even if you're in prison or something, they're gonna make you do something, you know, like if you're not working, or you can't just be in jail and sit there and twiddle your thumbs. You gotta fucking dig ditches all day, or fucking do jury duty for people who are borderline institution or jail or prison. Like, I don't feel like a criminal, but in a world of criminals and in a country that is obviously corrupt with our government now that they've elected a criminal, I don't agree that Donald Trump is qualified to represent what I was brainwashed to think was the agenda of the United States of America and our foundational beliefs of this country. I thought was great before he decided to take over and, you know, just he's gonna make all these Mexicans leave now and Colombians. Like, fuck, don't people need that? People like that? I know. Like when I went to the doctor today, it was a waiting room full of Mexican Spanish speaking people that looked like they were half Mexican or something, and I didn't like talk to them because I don't speak Spanish, but they seem like nice people most of the time. I don't know why we want to get rid of them if they're doing a lot of jobs white people couldn't do if they tried. So I don't really get it, but that's California, you know. If I was in another state far from here, maybe I would see the situation differently, but I don't know. It seems like we need them, especially for the restaurants that make that kind of food. Like, who could make it better, right? You know, they know what they're doing. I can make pretty good Mexican food, but not that good like a restaurant. Maybe just like a low quality item from Taco Bell or Del Taco. Of course, those are all super close to here, so it's not going to be easy to diet now and face reality. But since I'm 53 years old, I guess it's time to try to be a man, or whatever I came to this planet for. I don't even know. Like, nobody tells us, we just wake up again, like, and without superpowers or genie powers or all the magic's in our mind and it's not even real and fucking. I wonder if the camera can see my mouse cursor going around. I don't know. Probably not. Yeah. So I can see just looking at this that I'm not. I don't look very healthy. So it's probably a good idea that I start getting serious. And this time I really am serious because I got 2 teeth that need to be pulled I'm going to go on the 11th of February and pull those. So thank God, I made the appointment today. The dentist wasn't going to pull them because my blood pressure was too high, so that's why I'm forced to lower it now. The only way I know to lower it is lose weight. The doctor said, well, yeah, but don't eat any salt. Salt is your enemy. And I'm like, yeah, I understand that. I've come to realize that over the years, but especially in the past year, I believe sodium is straight up killer for somebody like me. I weigh, today at the doctor, I weighed 305 pounds. I really should weigh to have a normal blood pressure. I would guess, truthfully, 242 or less. Maybe 243, 245 at the most, but so somehow this week I'm supposed to lose 60 pounds, right? 70 or something. Well, what if I just drank water, They say you need protein, so I've got like protein pills, and I'm gonna, if I get desperate, I got unsalted soup and mushroom and cream of chicken unsalted and tomato unsalted, and I've got some protein powder like chocolate shake powder that I bought today, and I bought vegetable stock in boxes because it's low sodium. So I'll probably add that to soup or something. But anything I chew right now is gonna make my tooth hurt more than I can bear to deal with. So it's like the pain of the hunger is stronger than the pain that I would feel from eating. And believe it or not, I went to get my 2 teeth pulled on December 23rd, and they said, no, you gotta go, blood pressure too high. I said, well, it changed 40 points in 3 minutes. Come on, Obviously there's something wrong with this device. Like, it's not gonna be perfect. And this young doctor, dentist guy is like, sorry, nope. And so him and the nurse sent me away, and I had to pay $155 just for them taking my blood pressure, So I don't want to do that again. When I go in on the 11th, my fucking blood pressure's got to be right, or they won't do the surgery. And this might sound crazy, but to be honest, I'm at the point already. I'm at the fucking point where I'm ready to get every tooth pulled, so I don't have to worry about it ever again. This bullshit, I can't play these money scam games with doctors like it's like the more you complain, the more you lose or something. I don't even want to try to disagree with them. Just fuck it, you know? So I'll get these two teeth pulled and then I'll wait. And the next time I start feeling any kind of pain, because I do have like 6 or 7 cavities, and I have 2 like root canal crowns that are needed. Those are the 2 I'm gonna get pulled. And then I got a lot of cavities other than that. So I might try to. Well, I'll wait a while and see if I feel any pain after. After a couple months, when those 2 spaces heal, I will try to get. I'll try to go for dentures and get all my teeth pulled. And I just have to do it, you know, because I don't want to just get all these fillings and things anymore. I don't believe in any of that stuff anymore. And I don't want to tell the world not to believe in it because, you know, everything has a price, right? So if you pay the right price, you might get something that will make your teeth last a lifetime, you know. I'm very broke and poor, and I can't, my insurance will not cover these things. It was like, I had like $12,000 of dental work needed, and my insurance was going to cover like 8,000 of it, which might sound good, but it's still 4,000, like, after I get these cavities and stuff. And I was like, I think I'm just going to have to get one, just do the domino effect, and either get them pulled one by one or all at once if I can. So that'll be my next goal before probably the end of 2025, and I'll just get dentures and have false teeth. My knee injury, hopefully it will feel a lot better. I know it will feel a lot better when I lose weight. Right now it's not that easy to walk for a few hours. I am looking forward to walking normal and feeling a lot lighter. So those are the things that kind of motivate me, keep me inspired, my inspiration to continue on the diet. So right now it's been a day, 24 hours of water only, and that's how painful the teeth were. You know, I really don't want to eat anything, but I fasted before. 24 hours isn't too hard, but usually after a couple days, it's like I feel like I need something. But if I try like some soup and it hurts my teeth, I'll be back on just water. I'm just gonna take one bite, you know, and well, see how it feels. I don't think it's gonna feel good, so I might have to just go water as long as I can, even if it takes like 4 or 5 days. Fuck. But see, with my video camera and entertaining myself with the radio and stuff, entertaining me, I think I'll get through it. You know, with the help of with a little help of my friends. We like homos, you know. No problems with the LGBTQs. As long as they got their party music going, you know. As long as there's music, I think we can have fun, but I don't want to touch anybody. I don't really need to be touched by a man, for sure. Lesbians, I think I could have some fun with, you know. Not feeling too shy about. But actually, I must be pretty shy because I haven't really gone to socialize with the DJs. They're really good. Shout out to DJ Galaxy and DJ Eric Cornelis, and Vince. Vincente Corrales, and Eric Cornelis. Okay. DJ Galaxy and DJ Eric. Yeah, these guys, they played a lot of stuff I never heard. I mean, I'm lucky to have found the station early enough. You know, if I would have had my radio off for the past few years, I would have missed a lot of really good stuff. And they're pretty cool about posting their sets on. I think there's a way to download their music set or listen back to it or something. Why are there 3 castles in the sky? Because I didn't know the world was bad. And I was going the wrong way. I mean, I guess you just gotta be bad. Look at Trump, he's a fucking billionaire. His son probably will be a trillionaire, you know, if he is as ambitious as his father was. Baron or Baron. Do I wonder why people... I can hear people talking outside. Return of the Living Dead. We're all zombies here. I'm like a fucking zombie, just... I've been sitting here twiddling my thumbs for... how long now? This is my 19th year... well, 18 years, 2 months... at apartment 10C106. And like the neighbors, we don't know each other. Well, I don't know anybody's names. I don't know. This guy's been here. He's played his music a lot. He's had his girlfriends over and stuff. I don't know his... I don't even know his name. And the one upstairs, she... I think she probably has a boyfriend living with her or something, maybe. I don't know. Don't even know her name. And all these people, everybody here. They got a pool in the complex next to us, and they got a pool in the one next to us over that way. I don't use those. I've never used those pools, but I think it would be fun to have access to them. Or maybe if I had a girlfriend, I think we'd sneak in there. Probably in the middle of the night sometimes. Even though we got a police escort all the way to the doctor almost. Yeah, there's sort of a controlled environment here, it feels like, in the desert. It feels like you're in the summertime. It could feel like you're on a military base, or at least for me, especially when the power goes off and it's like pitch black in here. And it just feels like a graveyard in the desert, like an ancient burial ground or something. People might be wandering around with a few flashlights or something, but it's so dark that it makes you want to go outside. It feels like you're in a coffin. And of course the air conditioner goes off too, so not too easy to sleep. I might take a bath with cold water and wait for them to turn it back on. Like, it's weird in hot weather. I know most of the world seems to live in colder places. The world is fucking cold, like Prince said, or somebody. The world is so cold. God damn it. And what makes people want to be in the cold places? I guess because somebody tells them, or they learn at a young age that you want to be inside, okay? Just find your place and stay inside as much as possible. unless you want to go and try to make extra money or get rich or something and work like crazy, and stress out and worry about your life being in danger all the time. Um, Brave the extreme weather. I don't know, the cold. I can't understand. Um, Not that I like the real hot weather either. I don't at all. Like I said, if I was in my right place, I would probably be either on the border of Surrey, Canada, maybe Bellingham. I do like Bellingham because it's right by the ocean and it's right by the border of Canada. But it is sort of a drive, so maybe well, there's a town called Blaine, and I don't know the town well enough to know if I would like it there, but it's right on the border. Um, where would I be? Somewhere in the New England, like by New York or something. I don't know exactly. Maybe New Jersey, Jersey Shore. Wherever the chick's got the best accent, probably Brooklyn or the Bronx or something. Where's the the Jewish girls with the hardcore Brooklyn accents and stuff? That's what I like. I like Laverne and Shirley. Well, Laverne was the one with the accent. I like her. Shirley was cute. The mom was attractive. Yeah, where's all the girls with those accents? They're not really. We don't see much of that or hear anything about it over here, Vegas or Southern California. It's really hard to find girls like that. But like I said, seems like there's a lot of Mexicans and stuff, and I don't see any reason why to send those people away. I don't see what they're doing wrong, really. Criminal's a criminal, wherever they are. If they do a crime, just make an example out of somebody. Like the guy who was from Ecuador or somewhere. I don't know. He burned a woman alive on the subway. He's from somewhere, like maybe Venezuela or somewhere, which actually is the same as Colombia. That's what, according to the tribes, those aren't separate countries. They're the same people on both sides. And I've gone to Venezuela a long time ago. People with machine guns, it looked like Colombia to me. Somebody taking a piss on the side of the road, hey, there you are, where have you been all my life? I fucking piss. I was born to piss, I take the piss about every 45 minutes. To an hour. Where's Virginia? That seems kind of low. I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know what Virginia's like. Haven't been there. Gone to a lot of states. But Donald Trump, send all the migrants like they're criminals. Oh, really? What's a criminal? That's what you are, man. According to a ton of overwhelming evidence that was made public over the years since the so-called insurrection. Isn't he a criminal? So, whatever, man. Your reasons are you sending all the Mexicans away. Got it. Changing Gulf of Mexico to Gulf of America. Yeah, that doesn't really look like Mexico to me, but surely there's a better name like Gulf of Texas or something, you know. Gulf of Mississippi, how about that? Gulf of Florida? Who's in Florida? Oh, Gulf of Florida. Yeah, why not Gulf of Florida? Nobody's thinking of Trump, man. Thinking Dua Lipa or something. Or, what's that girl's name? Not Olivia Newton-John. The other one. Damn! She must hate my guts right now. What fucking girls? Scarface. Al Pacino and the co-star was not Kylie Minogue, but I saw a woman that looked like that in Walmart today when I got the camera, and I walked really close to her. I was like, she knows she's Kylie, and she knows that I love Kylie. I swear she like sighed, you know, when I was walking right next to her. So, yeah, there's a green light on the camera. Whatever that means. Go with the flow, man. Still trying to think of that girl's name. It's not Angelina Jolie, but it's one of those kind of funky looking chicks that you don't really see in Southern California. They're kind of in weird places like the desert or Vegas or somewhere where there's casinos and stuff, or Hollywood or something. Yeah. Oh man, he said all that satanic shit to her. That was weird. That was as bad as The Exorcist, maybe worse. If I said stuff like that, they would have crucified me for sure. I'm surprised he got away with that. Interesting. But Al Pacino, you know. And now that we know that crime is sort of guided our country all through history, we've always been bad. And, like, I didn't know that. I was raised by Democrats, pretty much, that were sort of trying to do the right thing, I guess. And they weren't what I would call wealthy. You know, it was like my grandmother would use coupons at the store and stuff like that. No, they weren't wealthy, but they were hard workers, and they were well off enough to teach me right from wrong, pretty much, and how to be a kind of a gentleman, sort of. And I learned a lot, obviously, from cable and music too, maybe, but rock stars. And I hope you take it the wrong way. Yeah. Oh, that's... Oh, they had this giant blow-up fucking baby at the Walmart. I didn't even look for the American flag. I was ashamed. Because I haven't been there in so long. I got some flip-flops there like 15 years ago. Then what did I get? Oh, I got this TV, though. Pretty good deal. I saw they had a video 65-inch for $398. Someday when I'm dead, oh, this will have 1 million views, man, sure. This is probably going to be the boringest shit I ever see. But I'm going to replay it because maybe I'll stop after an hour or two. Right now it's at 39 minutes and 57 seconds. That girl again. I did see Grease too. Don't think I didn't watch that now. I've seen that girl's movies. I like her. And Scarface for sure. They were in another movie together. Yeah. So now we know. USA, bad. Michael Jackson was right. But what did we know about what Michael Jackson was talking about when he made that song? It sounded like he was talking about either just himself or saying kind of black people, we are bad, you know, like black bad, you know, we're cool, you know, we're in with the fucking styles that are modern, that are trendy and stuff. Look at my necklace, look at videos, and look at my shoes, and our clothes are expensive and stuff, and yeah. So that's bad, I guess. Like I dressed kind of bad, right, for this video, with the olive shorts and the Viper on my sweater, and I tried to look bad by growing my beard out and stuff. Like I'm gonna shave it probably. Maybe tomorrow, if that'll kill some time, because I gotta get to the 48-hour mark with just water. If I can, or I'll be disappointed in myself because I gotta lower my blood pressure no matter what. There's no, I'm not gonna pay $155 again to go to my appointment and they say your blood pressure too high. So long, sucker, you know. Checks in the mail. We'll be billing your bank any day now. Does this sound like a drum? Lone Ranger. Yowzer, yeah. What is the deal with the Jews, right? Well, you could say I'm very Jewish because I believe that the Jews, it's the oldest country in the world, right? And the oldest religion, according to our understanding, because that's why we based our timetable around when we believe that the Christian era began with all the devotees of what they called Jesus Christ, who was what the Christian devotees said was the Messiah that the Jews were waiting for. They didn't believe that because he died and didn't take over the world, so they don't know if he was the great ruler that they were waiting for. The modern ruler, the Prime Minister, Benjamin Netanyahu, is a very cool guy, and unfortunately they've been going through hell so much that I would not recommend even barely paying attention to it. It's just heartbreaking. The news every day, like, these fucking terrorists just never fucking learn. So we will get to that, is my plan. Did I drift away from Donald Trump being a proven criminal? Ruling our fucking government. That motherfucker better not turn our country into a communist dictatorship, authoritarian Nazi fascist regime of fucking mercilessness. It would be easy for him to do We don't know yet, but we're going to find out very soon if Trump is aligned with Russia's will. And if he's in harmony with Russia's desires, the Kremlin, Russian Federation, and President Vladimir Putin's evil, fucking sick, disgusting, merciless agenda, and plan for the future, oh God. His plans are world domination. So if Elon is a Russian oligarch in disguise, we're fucked. And if Trump is been paid all his life to support their cause, sort of like a Russian spy, or what they call a Russian oligarch is a sort of like a billionaire that has it's a small group of people that sort of control everything, a large amount of land, like a country, like Russia, for example, is run by a small group of people. But that government and the president too could be a puppet regime controlled by maybe the mid East, because the Middle East and the Taliban are so fucking evil and sick that we don't know what the hell is going on there, other than we don't want to be involved very much in it. So after 20 years of fighting there, we left what I thought the news reported as $85 billion worth of modern military equipment. That's an unbelievable amount. Even though they showed snippets of it on the news, it's hard to believe it was really worth that much money, but why would we leave that much? I mean, after all these 3 years, what we have donated to Ukraine to help them to protect themselves against Russia has probably added up to about that amount. A lot of it maybe we haven't actually given them yet, even though we've committed to it. But that's so much fucking weapons and so much money. Yeah, Whitney, I just do, right? Oh, you sure do. Shout out to Princess Catherine Kate Middleton. I love her above and beyond the whole fucking, more than Benassi, more than Elton John, more than I loved Queen Elizabeth, more than I loved Princess Diana, more than I loved Fergie, more than I loved Princess Anne, more than I loved Meghan, and more than I love Whitney, more than I love the girl that reminded me of Whitney that I really loved, but when I tried to talk to her on the street, she called me the White Devil, so I said, forget it, you know? I don't want to argue with you, and it's obvious you are a Black Power type of chick, and although I may support that subconsciously, or what do they do for me? Well, they make girls sluttier. But the problem is, then they hide them or they sell them or something to another country. Whatever they do with them, import, export, fucking hoes. It's obvious it's been going on way too long, forever. And, you know, God, Princess Kate. May she recover from cancer. It's hard to believe that her and the king have cancer, but, you know, I don't think they would lie about it. If she did catch it, I mean, in my opinion, she's already saved the world. There's nothing more that she needs to do. Her and her husband, Prince William, Um, they traveled so many places, and it could have been the water. It could have been anything, you know. Like I have gone to different countries in like the Caribbean and Hawaii. I haven't gone to England yet. If I go to New York or England, I kind of want to be invited, but I do sort of feel naturally invited, but I would rather be personally invited. Hawaii, wouldn't mind going back there, but they kind of like when you bring somebody with you because they believe in themselves. You know, I think Hawaii is a place where people can advance their spirituality at a more rapid progression. So yeah, Whitney, the bodyguard, Kevin, right? That's why I love Kate so much, is because you don't know which one is 007. Like, is it her husband, or do the Spice Girls travel with them everywhere, or which one is the real McCoy? You know, like he seems like he's the bodyguard, but really she's probably the one that's the bodyguard. You know, if there is a bodyguard, I mean, and she's not really his soulmate. You know what I mean? But the way that it is, I really love it. And I love her more than any other woman. You know, my mom and I don't communicate very easily, so my mom's not really my pillow, you know? Yeah, gotta have my pillow. So I don't mind living alone, and Princess Kate Middleton she's enough to make me feel that a beautiful woman is on the same planet as me. I mean, the one that is like sort of my ideal type of chick, like English but nice, you know, not really that bad. But she might be bad. Because now that we know that fucking America's bad, maybe England's bad too. Who fucking knows now? But don't blame me, because I voted for Joe Biden or I voted for Kamala. I voted for Joe Biden last time. If someone asked me today, do you think that there was interference in the election with Hillary? I'd say yes, for sure. Russia interfered. There's evidence of it. I'm sure there is. Because I believe Hillary won the election. I believe she won the debate. Same thing with Kamala Harris. I believe she won the debate and the election. The difference between the votes was only a few million. The electoral votes were a lot more, but as far as the debate, she definitely won it. As far as the speeches at the conventions and stuff, she definitely won those. And her tour of America, so much better, man. It was hard to believe that Donald Trump won, but a lot of Democrats that voted for Joe Biden, they didn't vote. It was something like 15 million didn't vote for Hillary, 15 million Democrats didn't vote for Kamala. What were they thinking, you know? Let Trump win? As long as it's a man or something? I don't agree that we need a man to be a strong country. I mean, look at England, you know? Look at everything they accomplished with the Queen, who was reigning for how long? So many decades. Probably 50 years. She was the Queen for 50 years at least. Because her husband was 100. Damn. I wish I could live to 100. Why not? After the diet, though, I'm probably still going to feel the same. Like, I feel a natural type of fatigue. It could be because I'm carrying around so much fat. Like I said, I'm 305 pounds. today, and I should be 242 at least, that low. I know that because I remember I was living as sober living in Desert Hot Springs, and that was my weight after I first moved in here. I remember checking my weight and thinking, okay, I weighed 242 18 years ago. So yeah, the time just flies by. You know, you can't really tell the kids, but it seems like they all are taught already by their Nazi fucking brainwashing propaganda, wherever they get it from, school or their friends or their family or whatever connections they got to Satan or the demon, devil's evil empire of just the universal sickness on their planet of the human consciousness. Wherever they get their info and learned it from, it's like they've been on the path of badness. And they already knew, like, just do things the wrong way. Don't try to be too good and everything will be alright. Like, but what about all the people in fucking prisons and stuff? Like, see, I was thinking that's what happens to any kind of criminal. You really can't fuck around, you know? So I wasn't like money was my goal, when I guess it should have been money and financial security and having a place. Gotta find a place where I was just like, everybody's just kind of sharing the world. Not like a hippie mindset, but just not feeling like it would be so easy to be homeless. Like, people should put humans before animals, in my opinion. I don't know why they don't. Alright, it's almost an hour. I wonder if I should play it back or keep going. So, maybe I could start a new video, and if this first one sucks, I'll just, because I kind of want to upload something to YouTube, start a channel and have some videos, and not be worried if people watch them, you know, even though they probably won't. I don't care. I've uploaded a lot of videos and people haven't watched them, so I'm already expecting like no results and improvement in my ratings or anything, or my views. Probably no subscribers. Oh yeah, my neighbors are gonna listen to this, right? These videos I make, they're gonna listen to every fucking word. Shit. Actually, my window's not connected, my large window here, but I don't know if my voice could come through. Like, there's always a little bit of air that comes through the windows, like, do something Italian, right? Mwah. Mwah. My mom was nice enough to drive me to my errands today, and she's she ate a Kentucky Fried Chicken. I couldn't believe it. But they actually have a $5 lunch deal, surprisingly, and it looked like it was worth it. Biscuit, 2 pieces, and a container of mashed potatoes and gravy, and then like the honey butter for the biscuit, and yeah, $5, not too bad considering what the prices are for their larger amounts. God damn it, we got screwed last time. Man, it should have been double the amount for what we paid. It was crazy. It was so bad. Such a bad deal last time, but next time I'm going to go with her and order it to make sure, it's the right thing. They can really screw somebody over for sure. That place. If you don't get the right thing. So I don't know, they said on YouTube this girl was like in Africa or something. And she, I need to feel comfortable with myself. I need to get used to making videos like this, and then I'll probably work my way up to maybe sharing them. Because I don't even know, like, what, if I lean this way, what does it look like when I replay the footage, So yeah, my fingers are weird. It's been like, even though it's been over a year, if I don't wear the compression gloves, and I'll be like typing, or even if I just don't wear them for a few hours, sometimes my fingers will kind of freeze up, like, or they'll go into lock. Like, it's weird. It's like, are they broken or something? But almost like they go out of joint or something, and then they go back in, like these three. It's really weird. It's a weird sensation. And these other ones aren't too bad, but they feel like they're not right sometimes. So I gotta like keep going with the compression gloves. I wear them all night long and all day long because I use the computer so much. So yeah, but yeah, my mom was nice to drive me. The fucking jury duty, God. What did I do? Oh, I changed the date. So I made it a later date because I gotta follow the rules, right? And so the only way I could see is getting it right is like, I mean, I've gone there before and done what they told me to do, but it was so tricky and weird following their procedure of getting out of the jury duty. It was like I was the only one in the court, and this giant building over there in India. I mean, I was the only one in there. So, gotta go to the doctor. So I'm gonna go to the doctor for a psychiatrist appointment on March 13th, and then I will get him to write a little note, and I guess I will take that to the court, which is like a mile away from Coachella, where they have the music festival, and I'll just go in again, and here's my ID, here's my court summon badge, and here's my note from the doctor. Can we staple these together and let me go about my business or something? What I really need is a permanent excuse. I'm going to ask the doctor, I'm going to say, can I just get a permanent dismissal? Because they send me these things every year for sure, like for like 4 or 5 years now, and I don't remember how I was getting out of it, because usually when I do it, I'm trying to get my mind off of doing it. So if I make a call or tell somebody to fax or sign something, I just can't remember. So I gotta play by the rules this time and actually go there. Hopefully figure out how to permanently get it excused for mental disability. So yeah, it's not like I'm super depressed or suicidal or hearing voices. I used to hear voices, and I believe they were true. Uh, the one actually that I heard the most sounded kind of like Al Pacino, and they called him Santana, the ghosts in the ghost world or whatever. It was weird, but he would say things like riddles. All the ghosts would say like little riddles, and if I've thought about the riddles for a while, I might figure them out. They were just stupid little nursery rhyme type stuff. So yeah, in Walmart they had this big blow up infant with a black like plug in its butt, like a circular, like for a tub drain or something. And I looked at the news today. What's going on? Like I said, hopefully Trump's not gonna turn out to be a really super bad guy. It's like, wouldn't that be a shame? We're gonna find out soon enough because he's got to do something about the situation in Ukraine. It's just too bad there. They tried to deport over 1 million children or something. So, and maybe like reprogram them and brainwash them and. Like re-educate, reprogram their minds with Russian propaganda, and actually make the Ukrainian kids Russian, not send them back to their parents. It's like they lose their kids forever. So there's like 110 countries where if Vladimir Putin flies to those countries, he'll be under arrest immediately, or he should be, because it's against the law, according to the International Criminal Court, for him to leave Russia in over 100 countries because he abducted all those children, and Russia is a terrorist state. What that basically means is that the Russian people are to blame for the war, not just Russia and the government. The people are not as innocent as they seem. They cannot be trusted at all. Basically, anybody who has any type of Russian aura about them is for sure some kind of undercover spy. And like I could be considered a spy for England or something, or the royal family maybe, but because I do care to advance their cause, whatever it may be, basically just their survival, their security interests, and England itself, I believe, is a beautiful place and beautiful people, and generally speaking, I know they have their own immigration problems and problems with religions that are related to terrorist organizations like Islam, and basically most people that are Islam are sort of terrorist mindsets, which have been brainwashed with propaganda. The Islam religion is a dangerous. It's kind of like joining the Church of Satan or something, and expecting to learn something about black magic, but what you really learn how to do is commit crimes against children or something, to do really weird crimes against other people, and just to basically learn how to be evil. A lot of the Muslims are connected to Islam, and they turn out to be terrorists, unfortunately, and can't trust people with Al in their name, like only the one we know from the movies, like the Mafia and stuff. Al Pacino. I guess I'll just go on with the video. It's already 1:09. Plus, if I turn on again, I don't know what the fuck to talk about. I'm just thinking about the news today. What was going on? Nothing super noteworthy. I don't have to talk. We can just listen to the radio. I can just keep the camera on. I'm chilling. That's how it'll be in the future, right? If the diet's successful and I'm peaceful enough to not have to get my mind off of eating. Yeah, I'm not here to gossip. I'm not here to fucking teach people something they don't want to learn. I know they don't want to learn that America's bad. They're going to keep the faith and keep their hope in the future, but it's unfortunately, I have studied what might be called the government or the rights of Americans or the political science of America and international politics, and I found that if Trump was elected this time, that we've always been corrupt, unfortunately, and we've always been kind of bad. It's just a simple truth, because there's no way he would have gotten elected after all the felonies he was facing, and I don't know if he just gets forgiven for all those things now, or how do you avoid prison time when you are guilty of financial crimes that number in the millions? Okay, you hire the best lawyer in the world and you pay a couple $100 million to get yourself out of the trouble, right? Well, maybe. As long as those crimes didn't hurt someone physically, right? But because he's the president of the United States, or was running for president, I don't think you can forgive some of those crimes, especially the financial ones. But somehow they did. So what he might do is make himself immune, like a king or something, and be something like royalty with his family, and never have to be taking responsibility for anything he says or does. Started up. Yeah, you started up. If you start me up, I'll never stop. The Rolling Stones. Congratulations, Mick Jagger, for living so long. Yeah, like Queen Elizabeth. 100-year-old husband, or 101, or whatever he was. Prince Philip of Greece. Descent or ancestry. Yeah, the Beatles and stuff like that, England. You gotta love England, right? Yeah, the Beatles were so great. I love the Beatles. So cool. Possibly it was the Beatles that started the hippie movement in a way, or at least added a lot to it by the fact that they weren't against like LSD or psychedelic drugs, probably like mushrooms and what are the other psychedelic? All these people who take like fucking crystal meth and stuff, where's all the LSD? Like, Where's all the psychedelic drugs? Why do people go in so hardcore with like, gotta be a cocaine addict or crack, smoking crack all the time? It's like, hey, wait a minute. Slow down a minute. Why don't you try some psychedelics and see if that might be enough of a change in reality to bear with, and just not have to add all these crazy things like heroin. So many heroin addicts now, they take fentanyl, and fucking that's like 50 times heroin. So you're dead like no matter what. Shit. Opioids. Oh, good knowledge I found on the internet just a few days ago. This guy said, I wish I knew how opiates would make me feel. Opioid. They're called opioid pills based on the drug opium, right? I don't know if this is extracted from the poppy flowers like they say heroin is, right? But it probably is. Like, what's that other drug? Morphine, right? Isn't morphine like maybe from the poppy flowers? But whatever those things do, they're so strong, right? He said, this was a heroin addict. He said, if I could go back in time, I wish I never knew how good opiates would make me feel, so he could just like not take them or something. So now I know if I get my tooth pulled, because I've got like a bottle of them. I've got about 25 opiates at least. Katy Perry on the radio. I love you, Katy Perry. She's been wonderful. The thing that was missing on the radio, Taylor Swift was getting us through all the American crazy stuff. All the Rihanna stuff. All the screamers, like if Miley was Rihanna or somewhere. And then Katie got us through all the English screamers like Adele and whatever crazy stuff came from there, right? So she's been pretty good. Taylor now is a billionaire while I twiddle my thumbs here. And it's like I'm like a fucking child or something. It feels like I haven't even gone anywhere. It feels like I haven't even done anything. And I saw her go from a child to a billionaire. It's more than mind-blowing, but Sagittarius can have a lot of ambition. Britney Spears was pretty ambitious, but she, I guess, fell in love and had a family, so it changed everything. And I think maybe once she got to the top of like New York or something, she was sort of made blinded by the lights or something of fame, family, and reality, and her millions of fans everywhere, and but it wasn't like she was on top of Hollywood. It was like she was on top of kind of like the New York scene or something because of TRL. And I saw like half of those episodes probably. I saw like 500 of them. So I was really into TRL, and she kind of started with it. And her, Eminem, Backstreet Boys, NSYNC, Korn, Limp Bizkit, Jessica Simpson, and Justin. Was Justin? No, not Justin. Well, maybe later Justin. Yeah, because TRL went for a long time. 1998 till 2008. 10 years. Sounds like a long time. God, those years went slow. Did they go slow? Yeah, they did. They went slow because they weren't easy. They weren't that fun. And I've learned a lot on the computer here in the past 18 years and 2 months. So the time went by really fast. I played a lot of video games. Some of the video games took a hell of a lot of time for me. Gems of War took like 6 or 7 years. Lord of the Rings, PC, same amount of time probably. So much money. I'd probably have a car for sure if I saved it all. But I guess the gas is really expensive. It's like $4.20 right now. I think that's a lot. Seems like I remember when the gas was like $1 or something. When we were kids, 89 cents to $1. Or maybe I'm thinking of like McDonald's hamburgers or something. I don't really want to hear myself say all these things back again. So I'm kind of trying to keep going. Maybe I'll say something interesting, but that's worth listening to. Only for me. Well, because I want to sort of take it in, see what kind of reaction people might have to it if they are experiencing come and get money. Sounds like a bird or something. So much depressing stuff to talk about. I'd rather look at it together, you know. And I just like I don't even want to talk bad about Donald Trump because in a way he's not always bad. In a way I could see that there's some sincerity to him. Just not very much. I mean, what happened to the fucking mechanical bull that made Vegas such a fun place, you know? And the female mud wrestling at the New Frontier. It's like, I went to Jilly's one time. I guess they didn't let me in because I was wearing my Papa John's uniform. So then Trump closed the place down. And rebuilt the Trump Tower there. Yeah, his family, they don't seem like bad people. I love his daughter Ivanka. I think she's really smart. And I think that his former wife and his new wife, Melania, or his most recent one, I think those are both very smart women and interesting and attractive. I love them. So he's got good taste in women. I mean, what did he do wrong, you know? He comes across, from what I know, as someone who is supporting Russia's cause. Russia has got to go down completely. No more Russia. And I'm not joking. If the NATO military alliance cannot shut Russia down and they won't get involved in the Ukraine war, the world has to protest the war or something and say they're just like Nazis. They've displayed Nazi behavior in the war. Their targets have not been military targets like Ukraine shoots at military targets. Russia shoots civilians. They shoot children, women. They hunt people down with drones that explode, and they are like modern Nazis in 2025. They cannot be forgiven. They need to be imprisoned. They need to be re-educated. I don't know who's going to take over their land, but it just can't be Russia anymore. They've been too bad. And I fucking hate them. I hate them for all the children that they've abused. They've murdered over 500. Like, what right do you have? Those kids might be the ones that save us from death. That save us from old age, sickness, disease, and death. They could be the geniuses that, or the scholars that save the world. Never underestimate the possibilities of what children are capable of. And now we've seen a lot of children that have like artificial limbs and stuff. It's fucking heartbreaking. Not only that, but the adults, the ones that fought in the war, and they got artificial limbs, and they are having difficulties trying to get their basic needs like Social Security. And I see women like bringing somebody in the snow a cup of coffee or something. He's on crutches with an artificial leg, and that's just not right. If they serve in the military, they're heroes. They saved their country. They were brave, and they did what the government told them to do. And I think their government might have turned into a militia, which is the government controls everybody no matter what. And the government is all kind of like military based, because it has to be to defend themselves, I guess. In a time of war, they could just change all the rules and draft like 18-year-olds instead of like 22, 25-year-olds. But for some reason, they haven't drafted younger ones. It's not like the Vietnam War yet, where they drafted, we sent fucking like 16 or 17-year-olds over there. Sometimes it seemed like. 25. And they're doing a lot of damage in Russia. We don't see it on the fake news of what Donald Trump calls. I agree that the real news is found on social media sites like X, Twitter, and TikTok, Telegram. I don't know how to use Telegram. I've never used it. I've never used TikTok. But I know that YouTube and those other apps are really good at telling the real news. If you just look for breaking news stories, even YouTube hides so much stuff that people probably need or would want to see in relation to whatever the subject is they're searching for. So yeah, like, don't ban TikTok. Save it if you can. We need it for the truth, and we need Telegram too, even though I don't know how to use that either, or I just haven't. I don't have a cell phone yet. I had an Apple iPod, I guess. Is that what it was called? It was a long time ago. It was a cell phone, but I couldn't call people with it. I could go on the internet, and I could listen to music and stuff. And I could go onto YouTube and watch YouTube videos and stuff. But it wasn't a phone for some reason. So I guess now you do all that stuff on your phone. Good. Because I feel like I'm time warping, sort of. Because it's been so long since I made videos. Oh my god. I do look a lot different. Yeah, I don't think I look that terrible in clothes, but it's just that I'm so unhealthy at this weight of 305. that I have to lower my blood pressure so I don't have a heart attack. And I guess part of the motivation of staying on the diet will be like, I'm going to, there's no way I could die tomorrow. The chances of me dying if I was to eat normal would be like a million times higher. As long as I stay on the diet, I won't die. Oh my God, I'm going to see the future. I'm going to see another few years, or at least. See, I was worried about dying because I've been through crazy stuff, like what seemed like maybe heart attacks, or a couple times, I didn't know really what it was. One time was a kidney stone. They took me to the hospital. It was excruciating, Thank God I called the ambulance. Like, you just gotta call. When it's bad enough, if it feels like I'm not gonna make it through the night, there's no way I can deal with this all night long. I gotta find out what's going on. I gotta take a pain pill. And if you don't have something, like an opioid to balance out that intensity of how bad the pain is. So they gave me some opioids. I got them for that, and I got them from the dentist when I did get a tooth extraction. And I guess I gotta avoid the opioids. Definitely don't take it only if it's excruciating, and only take one. Don't do it more than one day. The next day, try to get through it somehow. Unless it's just too bad. So, like, for example, if I get my whole mouth removed of all the teeth, full mouth extraction, I might have to take the opioids more than one day. But every day I'm going to ask myself, can I deal with it? Can I get through it? Because this drug is like super easy to get addicted to, opiates. Ecstasy. I like ecstasy. I do believe there's a come down from it that might happen the same night. Which, at the end of the night, you probably don't want to feel a little sadness after being so high for 4 or 5 hours, or 6 or 7, I don't know. But I do like it. I would want to try it at least once. Marijuana, all the shops, there's so many types of edibles and stuff. I have these Cheech and Chong gummies, but they're not illegal because anybody could order them in the mail. Teenagers could order them. They're just not illegal because they don't have enough marijuana it's not they're using marijuana, they're using hemp, which makes CBD oil. So it's kind of like taking CBD oil in a gummy. And it's a little bit twitchy. It's a little bit, it can be. It's not as smooth, as marijuana. So the illegal drug, unfortunately, is an easier ride than the Cheech and Chong gummies, in my opinion. If it's a good marijuana gummy, I'd rather take that than have the CBD stuff, because it's not super twitchy, but a little bit uncomfortable the next couple days after you come down. So like, I definitely don't want to take it every day, maybe like once a week on Sunday or something, Friday or Saturday night, when everybody's partying. Get into that other mental space, I'm not used to having the lights on in my house, so having the lights on, I don't know if that would make my energy bill go up. I believe it would. I am going to try to make videos without uh, the lights. Actually, that's what I should do. Finish this video with the only light that I would normally use. See what, see if it's still, see if it's difficult to look at. Alright, do I want to walk around? Because the video's not over now. I might upload this to YouTube someday. Yeah, I'll walk around. Oops, daisy. Whoa! Holy fucking hell. Hey, yeah. Oh, it's way too long. So it's 5 o'clock. Is it even dark outside? Okay, it's not dark. It's only cloudy. So nobody knows I'm making a fucking jack off movie or something here. Okay. Fuck, it's so weird. Like my because of gaining a lot of weight and being obese, my knee. Oh my god! Like I can't even see the fucking. Now I can't see nothing. Oh wow. Oh, is that? It didn't pause. Wow, that's what the bathroom light isn't even enough. Holy fuck, shit. God, I'm so fucking exhausted. I don't know what I'm going to be like tomorrow, but I think I'm going to need to eat something. Now, I'm starting to understand this protein shit. Okay, what about that? Is that not enough? Oh my god, it's not enough? What happened? It looks like the camera turned off, but it's... Fucking hell. It's gotta be that backlight only. Alright, I'm done. But what am I gonna do? Okay, I'm not gonna make videos at night. Alright, time to turn this thing off. So yeah, when I gained a lot of weight, my knee, it doesn't crack like it used to. Like, it's just numb or something, kind of. And I feel like if I lose weight, I'll be able to bend it all the way. Like I can't bend it all the way. It's like there's it's like there's an ice pack inside my knee or something. It stops. It just stops at some point. Like there's a pillow in there or something that doesn't let me stretch it all the way. Alright. See ya.